like they were gonna downpour on us. But then all of a sudden,
Why would they care? They're on stage. There's a thing over them.
He said he didn't want us to get downpoured on because then we might lose the show. And
well, whatever. We still have corn after them and
oh yeah, so
Vince Sevenfold, so it doesn't matter.
Anyways, yeah, really. Just last year, this was Tiffany Veil's first Mayhem ever.
Yeah, she fell asleep during it. No, wait, no, that was you, I think.
No.
One of you fell asleep during it.
It was her, but
How do you fall asleep during a what was it? It was either corner or Vince Sevenfold, and she falls asleep in the middle of it. Like, I get that it's late, but come on, woman.
My first corn concert, I fell asleep in the middle of it, and my favorite song played like right after I fell asleep, and I felt
yeah, I remember that. I was there.
But like, yeah, it was just the best Mayhem in the world, I think.
I loved it. I mean, there's so many bands that I knew there, and it was amazing.
Last year we missed the headliner, which was Godsmack.
Godsmack, because some band.
Too cold.
No, there was some band in front of them that we really just didn't like, and they weren't connecting with the crowd.
Your sister liked.
I can't remember the name of them, but they weren't connecting.
It was horrible.
Last year we left early. We missed Godsmack, and it was pretty depressing actually.
Yeah, and that would have been my first Godsmack concert ever. I don't really listen to Godsmack either. I mean, I do like them, but.
The bright side, we saw Metallica though, but
Oh yeah.
Moving on though, we have a metal fan. Yeah, we saw Metallica last year, not this year.
Metallica doesn't come to Connecticut.
Or the year before that. I remember I saw Metallica.
I
saw Metallica. I saw Metallica at a Mayhem.
Probably the year before that, but.
All right. So moving on. For those of you who don't know, Bellator fighter and one of my former now personal favorites, War Machine, also known as John Kuppenhaver or something like that. He legally changed his name to War Machine, so I'm calling him War Machine. Because War Machine's a freaking epic name. Why would you not want to? But
reminds me of Trash Boat from regular. Moving on.
All right. Allegedly, from what Christy Mack is saying, his porn star girlfriend. Apparently, they broke up in May, and they didn't just reveal it to the public, so I believe it was August 11th, August 12th, very, very recent August. He went inside their house, and he saw Christy Mack with another man, and he beat up the man and threw him out. Then he beat up Christy Mack, forced her to take her clothes off and shower in front of him, then threatened to rape her, but got upset when he didn't get hard, so he took a dull knife, and he cut off almost all of her hair. And then she had half her head shaved anyways, but now she's basically completely bald now. He continued to beat her.
Tried to get another knife, I thought.
Yeah, the blade, the first blade broke, so he went in the drawer, and you could hear Christy Mack says she could hear him rattling around for another one. Didn't see him though, so that probably will come into play later on. And she was naked when she ran out of the house, ran across a field, and knocked on a couple neighbors' door before she finally got someone to answer and call for help. Right now there's a warrant out for War Machine's arrest. We haven't heard much from War Machine. I'm honestly waiting to hear what he wants to say, because I always like to hear both sides of the story first. But either way, Christy Mack has 13 bones broken. She can't see out of her left eye because it is swollen. It's gigantic. I mean, if you haven't seen the photos, you gotta check out Christy's Twitter. She posted photos to help give people an idea of what's going on. The only thing War Machine has said so far is that he went on Twitter and said that they were supposed to be getting engaged soon. They were, he loves her. He didn't mean for any of this to happen. But I'm wondering, why would he just randomly bust inside the house? What was his motive? Why would he beat that guy up? I mean, they were fully clothed. They were just a friend of Christy Mack's. I mean, why would he think that they were having a thing? You know, there's so many unanswered questions that only War Machine can answer. And apparently, Dog the Bounty Hunter is looking for War Machine, so we might see him on an episode of Dog the Bounty Hunter soon or something. And I'm just curious to see. I mean, no matter what, you should never beat a woman like that. Especially if you've got those heavy hands and mixed martial arts background, you should never beat a woman like that. And it's just.
If he says, I mean, I know there's two sides of the story, but if War Machine says he loves her and doesn't mean anything that happened to her, why would he keep going on? I mean, he could kill the woman.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the first time he beat her either. I mean, this is, yeah, finally, Christy Mack, and I give her, I applaud her right now. She says, I'm done. I'm leaving War Machine after that. I'm just done. Right now she's in the hospital, and it's brutal right now. It's just...
If like, the company that War Machine is at, like, if they had any plans with him for, like, him going against people because of a big rivalry, I'd feel bad because they can't do that unless War Machine shows up, and then he might get arrested for everything he's
No. Nothing's really going on for War Machine right now. He's not in the middle of a tournament or the Bellator MMA tournament, and he got released immediately following this because they do not deal with domestic abuse. They just don't. So he's gone out of the company. It's just really big and up in the air right now what really happened other than Christy Mack's side of the story. But it's just an overall very bad situation. We wish Christy Mack a speedy recovery, and
hopefully she'll be back in Bellator and stuff.
She doesn't work for Bellator.
Whatever she does.
She's a porn star.
Oh, okay then.
Okay, so yeah, we wish Christy Mack a speedy recovery, and hopefully we'll see her back doing what she loves and promoting herself very soon, and hopefully War Machine gets caught. He gets what's coming to him, and the public and Christy Mack know what was going through War Machine's head and what really happened, and we figure all this out.
I mean, it's just like something. It's very wrong.
To beat a woman, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Especially when you have that mixed martial arts background and she doesn't. She does porn. That's what she makes a living off of. She needs her looks, and you beat her. I mean, we don't know what she's gonna look like after her bones heal, and she may not look the same. I mean, it was brutal. She thought she was gonna die.
She could have gotten like concussions and stuff. I mean, I know it's highly rare and stuff for that to happen by somebody beating on you, but
yeah, concussions happen all the time.
well, like, there's always that chance and stuff.
All right, so yeah, we wish Christy Mack a speedy recovery, and we hope War Machine gets what's coming to him legally. We don't want him to go like kill himself like we've heard on Twitter and stuff. People wishing that he'd just go kill himself. I don't wish that. I don't wish that upon anybody. But I wish. Yeah, I wish legally we know that he got justice. Remembering Robin Williams, speaking of killing himself, this really brings light to what depression really does, because a lot of people don't believe depression's a real thing. They believe suicide's for cowards. But now that Robin Williams has passed due to these issues, and he's been depressed for a while now, past couple months, I believe people will finally recognize that, at least for now, depression is a legitimate thing. It is a chemical imbalance that you are born with, that you physically cannot get happy most of the time. And suicide does seem like a logical answer for someone who is depressed. So,
like, I didn't know Robin Williams, I think that's his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know him. I know my family loved him in, like, almost everything he was in. I know he played the genie in Aladdin, but that's really it.
Yeah, he was very good. I think he was in Flubber. I love Flubber. But it's very sad to see that man pass, and I hope we can make light out of something that was so tragic, and hopefully people realize that depression is not something to play around with. And we're starting to run out of time here, so we want to wish Robin Williams' family, friends, his fans, the best wishes. And this is Nicky Veil, this is Tiffany Veil, and this is Scarecrow. And this was the Nicky Veil YouTube podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, dislike. If you didn't like it, tell me what you didn't like. We'll change things up. Any feedback. Thank you guys for listening. And this was the Nicky Veil YouTube podcast. Share this with your friends. Like, comment, subscribe, give us feedback, whatever. See ya. Thanks for listening.